What's going on, guys? Welcome everybody back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the tweet Infinity Ward made today considering DMZ and the upcoming things that are coming for basically the entire game in Season 2. They did release a few things that they said what's going to happen inside of DMZ, and these are very crazy. So make sure you guys stick to the video. Check it out. Make sure you guys drop a like if you guys haven't. If you guys haven't already subbed to the channel, make sure you guys do so. It'd help out a ton. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and without further ado, let's get right on into it. Jumping on over into Infinity Ward's tweet, the first thing they have listed that they are going to be fixing is enemy tuning. Now, this is a very important topic considering all the AIs in the game, people either love or hate them. It's not really a good relationship a lot of players have with them. I know they kind of spam a lot and stuff. But they did say in Season 1 of the AI and DMZ were challenging, but the ramp up of difficulty was often steep with some players getting overwhelmed. Now, this is actually very true. A lot of players inside of DMZ hated the bots when this game mode first came out, as they were very, very difficult to play against. I know for myself, if you play as a solo player, it can get a little hard at times. But then there's times where it's a little bit easy. 2, we've introduced a number of balance changes to adjust the types of AI spawning, the number of AI spawning, and the accuracy of AI at range, and much more. All of this should provide a challenging but manageable play space that still requires players' respective enemy combatants in the DMZ. Now, this is basically saying that they're going to be changing them to basically less and not as powerful. So I know a lot of you guys will be running around the map and you guys will get hit by AIs across the entire map, which is crazy. It's a crazy thought to have that wrapped around your head. I know I was playing a match today and got spammed through a wall by an AI. He wasn't even in the building. He was actually outside. So there's a lot of problems that come with basically playing and versing these AIs that are just incredibly good and kind of hard to beat. Next thing that they did talk about is they are tuning the spawn points inside of DMZ. They are tuning some of them basically across Al Mazrah for improved early match experience based on your gameplay data. Now, they are going to be doing a starting at a point at which your squad feels isolated or without loot and contract opportunity is not the best experience. These tweaks should improve spawn points across the mode. So they're going to be basically giving us a better opportunity when we first load into the game to have a higher chance of finding some nice loot and getting us some nice weapons. This is very important. I know a lot of times we just randomly spawn places and then we go ahead and don't have any AI options, or we don't have any loot options considering AIs drop us loot or all this good stuff. Sometimes it can be a little tricky to get these things done and basically load into the game and have a good time. Now, this is one of the biggest things I have seen. There's a few coming up that, you know, some are important, some aren't, but this one is really, really big. And I know a lot of people are concerned about this. They are basically doing mission difficulty tuning. Data and feedback reinforced that the faction mission difficulty ramp was too aggressive for many players, and that the demanding scale ultimately made it very challenging to unlock the second insured weapon slot, completing all tier 3 missions inside of Season 1. They have adjusted the overall scaling of difficulty in missions as the tiers progress. Later tier missions will still be quite challenging, even for the experienced operator. But we believe more straightforward access to an additional insured slot will provide a better path forward for all players. Now, they're basically making, say, the Black Mouse missions not as hard. They're going to be basically taking all the progress you've had. If you haven't completed that mission, then I'm pretty sure you're going to have to redo it. If, say, you completed one step of a 3-step mission, you're going to have to do that one step again, which is crazy. I don't think they should do that. I think it should honestly be something a little bit different than how they're going to play out with that. I don't know. We're just going to really have to see how that goes. It might be good, it might be bad. We just have to basically wait for Season 2 and just hope that they make the right decision with it. Next thing that we're going to talk about is the seasonal refresh. All new missions are coming to Season 2, include a refresh of your current faction mission. So basically, they're going to be resetting your missions, like I just said, and they will also be resetting your inventory. They said they will be detailing all the need-to-know intel for DMZ ahead of Season 2 in an upcoming blog. So basically, they're going to be resetting missions is what we know so far. So that's kind of what brings me to the conclusion of, if you haven't completed all 3 of these steps for a 3-step mission, it's going to be reset back to where you have to complete it, considering they're changing the difficulty for it. This is definitely going to be a problem, like I said, but they can execute this very well, and it'll definitely be amazing to see. The last and final DMZ update that they did say is coming is the locations. With the new exclusion zone coming to Season 2, players will have a third option to choose from when deploying into DMZ. So basically kind of like how you can choose either Al Mazrah or Building 21. There's going to be another exclusion zone that you can choose from, and we don't know if it's really set on a timer yet. The faction mission refresh will provide new missions that send you across these destinations, including Building 21. We suggest you and your squad gear up for the infiltration first. So, like I said in one of my other videos, I hope that they had Building 21 missions, and they actually are going to be having Building 21 missions, which is amazing to think about. Building 21 is definitely very difficult, so I hope that the missions come with a great reward and not just something mediocre like a calling card or something. And if it is a calling card, I definitely want it to be moving and, you know, all the good stuff that, you know, typically we want. But I hope that if it's a harder mission, I want the reward to be good. That is one thing I've always liked and one thing I want them to do inside of DMZ. I know a lot of these missions, they're hard, but the reward really ain't that good. So I definitely hope they change that around a little bit. That wraps it up for the DMZ update. That's what's really going to be coming in Season 2. So you guys can kind of expect that to come inside of the game February 15th. And then you guys can basically start over, maybe start fresh. We'll have to see how they integrate it all inside of the game and kind of keep everybody happy. Now, I really hope Season 2 they do add an out-of-game backpack. That is something that everybody wants. So we can basically store items that we don't want to use in every single match. I think that's very important in basically a game that you have to exfil. Okay, it's very important and to have like an out of game backpack. So I hope they do that. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you guys drop a like and sub to the channel if you guys are new. It'll definitely help me out a ton, and I appreciate you guys for everything you guys do. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out, boys. Have a good one. Peace.